What is up, y'all? I'm Cody.
And I'm Brandon.
And this is episode 1 of the Jungle Boys podcast, where we're going to shoot the shit, talk some sports, and have some fun. So what do you want to start the episode off by?
We're going to start off with the Cubs and Tigers series that just took place.
Golly. Okay, so we can look at the good, we can look at the bad. I mean, as a Cubs fan, it wasn't the best. We'll say that.
It was a great series.
Yeah,
great series.
Right. So game 1, the Cubs should have beat the Tigers, of course. Finished with a little career game for Dylan Dingler. What was his stat line?
He had 4 hits, 3 RBIs, and 2 home runs.
2 home runs, wow. And then, of course, we'd have to say that the AAA sundown is going to be Alex Bregman. 2 hits, 2 runs, and a 3-0 count in the bottom of the 9th inning. Bases loaded. And the first pitch he took was almost a fastball to the face. And he ducked it. An inch from his helmet. And he ducked it.
Should have taken one for the team, eh?
And then he's proceeded to swing at 2 balls for him to strike out and us go into extra innings. Where, of course, the rest is history, I guess.
Alex Bregman, we thank you.
No, Alex Bregman needs to go to AAA. I'm saying it now more than ever because it's a little ridiculous, the fact that as a Major League Baseball player, you're able to go into those situations, and Cubs fans at least were expecting a pop-up or, of course, a strikeout from him.
Absolutely. Now, if I remember correctly, wasn't Bregman a heavy piece to your offense in the beginning of the season?
I don't know if I'd say a heavy piece. I would say we always expected more for the big contract that he got, and then we're just seeing the same shit. Then he goes off and he hits 2 home runs in the game, and then it.
Hey, the sport's a game of roller coaster rides.
I don't know. I think I like I like Shaw a lot more than Bregman, but Shaw's hurt, I guess, right now. So we'll have to see if they'll do some moving around. But
there's some bright sides to that series for you guys. You had game 2. You guys won 11-2. You guys were hitting the shit out of the ball. You guys were making our starting pitcher look silly. He had quite the game.
What was it, first inning?
Half inning. Yeah, he got pulled before the first inning.
Before the first inning.
Yeah, I mean, despite the score, we were down and out right away, almost immediately. When Valdez was going down, walking people, what was his stat line? He gave up 6 runs, 5 hits, 2 walks, all in the first inning. He got pulled, couldn't even finish the job.
6
really
runs.
Really hit our pitching room there.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so what? 1 out of 3 games in the pitching room really showed out. I mean, I told you beforehand about with Colin Rea, him going, and it was going to be a 50-50 throw-up. Same with Peterson. Yeah. Luckily for Peterson, we had a great outing from him because his last outing at Wrigley didn't go too hot, so it's good to see him.
He made it to the 7th inning, right?
Yeah, I think it was the 7th.
There you go. There you go.
Can't complain too much about that.
Starter, eh? Yeah.
In that game, yes. But then we got to go on to game 3. But before we jump onto that, I'm gonna have to say, I think the player of the game for the Cubs game 2 win, which was 11-2, gotta be PCA. And it's not even just his performance on offense, because he only had 2 hits, 3 walks, a run, 2 RBIs, but the catches he had were
unbelievable.
You got it.
Unbelievable.
I just as watching somebody play baseball that way. I know PCA has his struggles on offense, but it's just incredible to see the way he just hawks down balls and he's able to make those catches. Is just wow.
Unbelievable. Yeah, PCA. He's kind of a roller coaster ride himself. Right? He makes the plays when they matter. Usually, can't get on base in game 1, but you know what? Game 2, he had a heck of a game. He got a triple off of a crazy hit. Had a great performance in the outfield.
Yeah, the triple.
Yeah, I got to tell you, he was definitely the best player in that game by far. I believe. I mean, just from the eye test. Stats could say otherwise, but PCA has always been one of my favorites in the league. I mean, you and I, we have plenty of conversations about it.
That's true.
I'm not a big Chicago fan in general, as you know.
We can tell.
As our viewers will know.
We can tell.
Now, PCA, he will forever be on one of my top 10 lists for active players, I think. I just love watching the dude.
Respect for Absolutely. Sure. And I think that triple was Yeah, I think that was the first.
Absolutely.
At the beginning of the game, he was
Sure
leadoff.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I watched
Wow.
it all right then and there. I was like, yep, this is going to be a long game.
Jeez. Okay, so we got the player of the game, but let's talk about the Triple A send down of the game. And of course, you hit on it a little bit earlier, Valdez.
Valdez has never performed that poorly in a series this season. We brought him in thinking he was going to bolster up that whole entire pitching room. And you know what? He's been phenomenal this season. He's great. You know, I don't have the numbers in front of me, but he's been excellent for us. He's great. Tariq Skubal coming back, that's just going to bolster us up even more, you know. We have a bright upside here, and I believe, despite what you think, we're going to push and we're going to claim the AL Central.
You think you're going to win, not even a wild card. You think you're going to win the AL Central.
Absolutely. I think the White Sox are far too fraudulent. I mean, they're
fraudulent.
They're performing.
The best record in the AL, and you're calling them frauds.
I say this because I am a firm believer they will lose it toward the end of the season. Mark my words, they're going to start losing series. And the Twins, obviously, no one's nervous about the Twins, right? The Twins are just kind of there. Now, the Guardians, that is the team I'm more focused on. Because Guardians like to come out toward the end of the season, perform well, and as you know, Detroit struggles against the Guardians. I mean, as of recent, we've been all right with them. But overall, I think the Guardians are going to be the competition. White Sox, enjoy your time on top.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's like me saying, "Oh yeah, the Brewers frauds."
Not at all.
I look at their score and wonder if the Cubs are going to come back, and every single time the Brewers would again. But we got some series ahead, coming up with the Brewers again. But
exactly.
I don't know. That's a tough team to beat.
Where are you guys? 500 with the Brewers right now?
Yeah,
on the season.
500. We swept them. They swept us.
Absolutely. See, and that's the thing. I believe we got the lead on the White Sox. We just swept them in a series a couple weeks ago.
Oh,
right before they went to Cleveland.
Yeah.
So, and that's when we got healthy again. So, I'm just saying. I think on paper we're a better statistical team, player for player, than the White Sox. White Sox really only have two studs, if I remember correctly. I mean, I'm not a big follower of the White Sox. I should know more about it, but you know what?
I mean, if you're calling them frauds, I feel like you got to have a little bit more information to make. When you make those accusations, you know what I mean?
Sure. I mean, I don't know. I just felt like that second series with the White Sox. Yeah, we lost the first series, but we were hurt. But I feel like that second series really showed where we stand against the Sox. And, hey, other than the Red Sox, we're one of the hottest teams in the American.
That's fair. I mean, we know about it. About a hit on Game 3 here in a second. But to your point of bringing it back, bringing up Tariq Skubal earlier, you said he's healthy, obviously very good pitcher. Are you a buyer or a seller as a Tigers fan with the trade deadline coming up? I mean, it's one of the biggest rumors going around is Tariq Skubal going to get moved, or is he going to stay with the Tigers? I did see a report came out said when he was asked he felt that the Tigers had a strong chance to win the World Series. He wanted to stick it out with them this year. Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts?
I love Tariq Skubal. His value's there. I could see the trade. Happening, to benefit the Tigers. But personally, I want to keep him. Tariq Skubal is one of my favorite pitchers to watch. He's a 2-time Cy Young Award winner. He's been excellent for the Detroit Tigers. He had a couple phenomenal games in the playoffs. I think Tariq Skubal is a huge piece, and for any success that we want. I mean, yeah, it's cool bringing in guys like Verlander. He's done after this year.
Yeah.
But I mean, I throw a Tigers jersey on. I'm not looking for a Valdez, and all respect to Valdez. I love Valdez, but my favorite player on the Tigers right now is Tariq Skubal. I love the guy. He's great. He has a presence. Yeah, his record's not that great this year, but you know what? He's been fighting an injury. He got the surgery. He's healthy now. Yeah. I mean, today, as we speak, he's already over 9 strikeouts. It's not even through the 5th inning.
Wow.
Yeah, he's pitching phenomenal.
Wow.
I am very impressed. I want to keep him. Selfishly speaking, I want to keep Tariq Skubal. I think if we are truly in that window, like speculators think, I think we need to keep him.
I
Because
mean-
I can't see another pitcher that really can step up and fill the shoes. Valdez was supposed to be that guy.
Okay. I get it. I think I agree. No, I mean he's had the injuries, this season, and I mean I've seen him pitch. It is especially when he's healthy. It's very, very, very nasty pitches that he has in his arsenal. But if the Tigers do move on from him, I mean, what do you think the asking price is going to be for it?
Man, I can't even begin to tell you. I mean, I would want the world for Tariq Skubal.
So you're talking
we're
about
not
like
just giving up.
you want an Otani.
Absolutely.
You want an Otani for
Absolutely.
Skubal.
We need grade A list players. I think there's a very small margin of players that can equivalent to Tariq Skubal's value. As far as the pitcher, I mean, look around the league. Your own team, for example. Look at the Chicago Cubs. How desperate are you guys for a consistent, solid pitcher? You guys' pitching room is
It's bad.
it's up and down.
It's bad.
I mean, who's your ace?
I mean, right now we're looking at Matthew Boyd finally back in the rotation and finally healthy after dealing with injuries this season as well. But
Absolutely.
I mean, no, the Cubs would definitely. I would if Tariq Skubal is available. The Tigers plan to move on him. I hope the Cubs are involved in those conversations because we just have injuries after injuries. I mean, we were at a point this season we don't even have any starting pitchers. We have relievers
Absolutely.
as our starting pitchers. I mean, we haven't seen Justin Steele almost pitch in 2 years. We then had Ben Brown go down, who was a relief pitcher, came in and started, played lights out, got hurt, he's out. And then now, the newest one is Trent Thornton. We don't even know. It was to his leg that he had tore his Achilles with. And then he takes a fastball from the Tigers. And what was that? Game 1? Oh, that was actually game 3, I
Game
believe.
three.
Was it game 3?
Game-
Yeah. Which we'll hit on. But
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was game 3.
and that's
Absolutely.
just a few names to throw out there. And there's other ones that we've also been without. I know that we had the it was the kid, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he was playing great for us too. And he also had the same injury that I think it was a UCL injury, same as what Steele went down with last season.
Yep.
But
It's unfortunate. Who'd you guys just pick up from the Mets?
we got that was Peterson. Peterson. He pitched in game 2, and yeah, we had him for game 2. A great outing, like I said earlier. When last pitched at Wrigley, it was not very good, but it was great to see him pitch. Great 7 great innings for sure.
And you know what? You gotta make some moves, I think the Cubs have a fighting chance this year. I mean, I really do. I mean, you guys, as far as the National League going, you guys are going to definitely take a wild card spot, right?
Mhm.
I don't think you guys have enough
It's the
fuel in
Brewers.
the tank against the Brewers. Yeah, I don't think you have enough fuel in the tank to overcome the Brewers. I mean, where are you guys back? 10 games? 10
Something
games
like
at
that.
second place. And you guys have a great record. You guys, you're above 500. I think the Brewers are just a powerhouse. I'm talking MLB powerhouse, not just a National League,
It's hard. It's hard to
And it's a challenge, I mean, at least the American League Central is, they're pretty consistent. I mean, they're all close. Even the Royals. The Royals aren't even out of it, but I believe they're 10 games back right now. They're in 5th place. So I mean, as we speak, we're 6.5 games back. That's subject to change. If we sweep these Royals, the series, which is a 4-game series, and the White Sox and the Guardians fall on their face a little bit, we're talking about a series strike. We're talking, and we got series coming up with the White Sox and Guardians here soon. I mean, of course, the Guardians are going back to another series with the White Sox here. August 7th?
Okay.
In that time frame, that week, they're going back at it again. So the Tigers fans out there, we're not really going to benefit from that game, but somebody's got to lose.
I get you. Okay.
We're definitely going to get there.
Yeah, no, for sure. Well, fingers crossed on that point. But I do think we need to touch on Game 3 after all the references. The Tigers did defeat the Cubs. Didn't seem like there was much offense on Chicago's side besides Suzuki hitting a single-shot home run at the beginning of the game. But I would say with just the performance of how the game went, I know that we were kind of back and forth on who should get the player of the game. And I was thinking more so of Spencer Torkelson, who had the 2 hits, the 1 walk, RBI, as well as a home run. But you were thinking somebody else.
On Game 3,
Yeah.
I like Howie Lee. He's one of my personal favorites of this game. Reason being, I mean, it's one hit. Yeah, he got a one hit, 3 RBIs, one home run. I mean, I'm telling you, that home run essentially beat you guys. I mean, if you really think about it, I mean, 5-1, Howie Lee with 1 stroke of the bat, swing of the bat, home run, knocked it out of the park, boom, 3 RBIs. Beautiful. I love that. I just like watching that kid play. He's so electric. And he's a hitter miss. Tonight, he's already got 2 RBIs. He had 2 RBIs
He's got
in the
2
second.
already tonight?
Already.
The second?
Yep.
Golly.
Already. I thought Torkelson and Riley Green were our guys to, bat all the runners in. Howie Lee's coming out of nowhere. He's coming out of nowhere.
Wow.
I gotta tell you, I'm taking Howie Lee. I like him. And Torque, I love what you're doing. You're playing out your mind this season. Yes, it's a little rocky, but you know what? Where he was a couple seasons ago, I'm very impressed.
Big improvements. Big improvements.
Big improvements.
Yeah.
He's finally getting the rhythm, and I think moving down the past the halfway marks way, if you will, he's gonna be huge for us.
Okay.
I really do.
No, respect. No, I think I was more so on Torkelson for the fact that he matched Suzuki's home run. But no, the Lee's home run, that was just a killer. I mean, that putting up that after us being back and forth 1-1 for a minute. I mean, it was very unfortunate as a Cubs fan, and then the Cubs just couldn't seem to get past your guys' pitching rotation, and
Absolutely.
The rest is history, obviously, with that. But like I said, Tigers, take the series from the Cubs. We did want to pick on a player of the series, and so I think we were gonna go with that was gonna be Dingler, right?
Dingler's it. Dingler's the man.
7 hits, 5 RBIs, 3 home runs in 3 games. I mean, and this is just his batting. I mean, I know that the Cubs are a team that steals a lot. But the fact that they fear his arm that bad is quite concerning, especially PCA, who got the 30-30 club last year, is on track to surpass that this season, was almost a 30-30 club before All-Star break.
Yep.
And they are scared of Dingler's arm. I mean,
Absolutely.
player of the game, right now, there wasn't even close with this discussion of us picking.
Absolutely agree. I mean, Dylan Dingler's just a phenomenal athlete. He, when he takes the field, I feel a sense of calm. Whenever he's at bat, I don't think he's going to strike out. There's a couple players on every team.
Of course.
Right? And I got my players on my team. But on the end of the day, when I see Dylan Dingler out there, yeah, he might strike out, he might foul out, pop out, whatever. Whatever the case.
Yeah.
But more times than not, he's going to get on base. He hits that ball flawlessly. When he makes contact, he's awesome. He's great.
I'm quite jealous.
Don't let him up at the plate. When he makes it.
Listen. Yeah, I don't trust Dingler when he goes up with runners on base, because it's from a Cubs standpoint, it isn't going to work out in our favor. I think it's been a while since the Cubs have had a catcher like that. I think Wilson Contreras was probably the closest resemblance of course, Dingler.
Good.
But yeah, he's doing good for a different team.
He is doing
Red Hot Red Sox, who finally just lost. But
hey, finally, right? 16 games I was on a hot streak there, man. That's crazy.
16.
They are on fire. Right?
For real. And then, we also did have our AAA send down for Game 3. We agreed that it was going to be Michael Conforto. I mean, he's a great pinch hitter. And he comes up clutch a lot of times this season. It just wasn't his game in Game 3. He had 3 strikeouts and 3 at-bats. I know you're arguing with me. I'm not a fan of Alex Bregman that much, and I know I wanted to pick him, and you kind of said, oh, well.
Absolutely. He's been a workhorse at some point this season. You know what I mean? He has proven himself, but has he taken a step back? Absolutely. He definitely cost you guys Game 1.
Yeah.
That series was yours for the taking, but you know what? On the end of the day, in the professional world, a win's a win. And you take them where you can. And right now, Tigers are, I'm not going to say desperation mode, but we ain't getting any shorter of a season.
Yeah. But
or longer season, if you will.
To that point, of course, for the series, the AAA send-down is, of course, Alex Bregman, because he has this stat line where he had 4 strikeouts, 3 hits, an RBI, and then, of course, The unclutch moment
Absolutely.
of game one. I mean, it's just there. Like Alex Bregman, I'm glad, you have plays. You hit home runs occasionally. You have those moments. But for the money that you're getting,
Consistency.
no way.
You just want
No
consistency.
way. Yeah, we bring him in to upgrade third base. But are we upgrading? I think Matt Shaw is better than Bregman. I think Bregman needs to be set down. They need to find somebody else to take him and show him, like, hey, you're not producing the way that we're paying you to produce. It's just, he was such a big signing. It happened. He got signed on the night the Bears came back and beat the Packers in the playoffs. That was an amazing night for Chicago sports.
Oh, I bet it was.
But it was great for me. But just to my point, just Alex Bregman, so much hype, so much money, so much investment, and just haven't seen the results consistently, like you said.
Yeah, I hear you. I agree. I mean, players in this league do that. They go up and down. I mean, a couple years ago, Torkelson was just in a slump. We sent him down, came back. Oh man, he was lights out.
That's fair. But yeah, no, we're going to transition over to the football side of things since we're just kind of kicking off the podcast here. Wanted to hit on some NFL moves from this offseason, some just big things that happened around the league. And we got to talk about probably the biggest one, Myles Garrett. I mean, you go and you trade, it was a 27 first rounder, 28 second round, 29 third round pick, as well as Jared Verse to the Browns, where the Rams get the reigning Defensive Player of the Year in Myles Garrett.
Absolutely. I mean, the Rams are so quick to just dumping all these picks off. They don't want picks. Like, it just shows. Who was their main pick this year?
Oh, they got the quarterback from Bama. They got the quarterback that's supposed to be the successor to Stafford, and I know Sean McVay wasn't too excited about that selection.
He's super hyped.
It's Ty Simpson.
Ty Simpson. Yeah, the guy competing for the backup role. I mean, the Rams don't beat in the draft. You can see it. They want the proven here and now names. They want the big names, and they're willing to dump for everybody.
Yep.
I mean, freaking A. I mean, they went after Stafford, got that Super Bowl. That's just proof. They will take studs. And you know what? I'm happy about that. I mean, back when they traded away Stafford, the Lions, that is, out of that, we got this new rebuilt, redefined Detroit. I mean, yeah, season one of the day game wasn't the greatest.
No.
But you know what? What rebuild start off is. You know what I mean? I mean, following up the next season, we went to the NFC Championship game a couple years ago. Amazing. I mean, even this year. Yeah, we were the seller team this year, but we were over 500. So even our winning records being a bad season, we got the up and up. But this Myles Garrett trade, Rams are chasing another one. They want another one with Stafford. I mean, how long does Stafford have?
I mean, I would say, I think they want him to ride out in the sunset, same way Peyton Manning did. Get that Super Bowl ring and boom, done. Yep. And I give him 2 seasons at max. But they have to make this, they have to start. And I don't think Sean McVay wants to think of after Stafford. Maybe that's why. Or maybe he just didn't like the selection of Ty Simpson.
Maybe
Who knows?
He's not going to be around after Stafford.
Who knows? Oh, that could be true. That could be true. It's fair.
Yeah,
I mean, it's fair.
He's got his legacy.
No, I get it. I do. And I think that the crazier thing is, yes, this was probably the biggest trade of the offseason. But this isn't the only time that the Rams are on this list for offseason moves. Because to start the offseason, they go and get Trent McDuffie, where they are trading a 2026 first-round pick. So Garrett was the 27 first-round pick. They take their 2026 first-round pick, trade it, as well as a 2026 fifth-round pick, a 2026 sixth-round pick, and a 2027 third-round pick for Trent McDuffie.
Absolutely. It's a great pick. I mean, that's a great pickup. I mean, outside of Myles Garrett, Trent McDuffie, what about the other speculation coming around? A return?
Oh, Aaron Donald.
I mean, how phenomenal would that defense be?
I think that this would probably be one of the best defenses we probably have ever seen because, you have the superstars. I honestly don't think Trent McDuffie is a superstar corner, but he is a good corner, probably top 10 corner. Yes, would I have given away that haul for him? Probably not, but the Rams, like you said, they were trying to build a super team. They found out Myles Garrett, they could get him. They got him. But there are so many other players young players on this defense, like Byron Young, Braden Fisk. I mean, there's so many different players they can turn to, and now they're throwing in this veteran mix of quote-unquote superstar players,
Absolutely.
and you bring Aaron Donald back. I'm not saying that he's probably going to play every down because he's been out of the NFL for a few seasons.
He's out of his prime.
No, but
Maybe.
we don't know. We don't know. He's at the Rams facility
He's got that
practicing
veteran
with them.
presence. Right?
Exactly.
You know, outside of the production on the field, that veteran presence is enough to turn a team into a rock star team.
Yeah.
I mean, Aaron Donald's already won a Super Bowl. He knows what it takes.
Yeah.
Myles Garrett, welcome to the show. I mean, playoffs. How many playoffs has Myles Garrett played in? One playoff.
Maybe what?
They made it to the AFC Championship in 2015, I believe. Quote me on that.
The Browns?
The Browns.
They
yeah.
did not
They
make it.
Yes, they did.
No,
They
they
lost to
didn't.
the Chiefs.
No,
Yep,
they didn't.
Chad Henne. Yeah, Chad Henne came out of nowhere and got that first down to secure that win. But
No
the Browns were
way.
there. Browns were there. Yeah.
What?
AFC Championship.
That's insane. I don't
Yeah.
know if it was the AFC Championship game.
Maybe not. It might have been the round before because I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. I know the Browns made a beautiful run, and I think that was to go to the championship.
It might have been go-to.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
I don't know if
definitely.
we have to fact
See,
check on that one, but
I
I don't know.
definitely was off script. You know what I mean?
Off
Like we're going
script.
down this path, but like I said, Myles Garrett, he's numb to the playoffs. He doesn't
No,
know.
he hasn't been there.
You know, I mean,
And I even thought about like when they like released like the primetime schedules because I know it was talked about. It's like Myles Garrett doesn't know what it's like to be on that big stage, those primetime games, and he's finally having that opportunity. And say let's go. Okay, Aaron Donald comes out of retirement. I just don't know what offense is going to be able to be a defensive line, just the defensive line, that have Myles Garrett and Aaron Donald on it. I don't care if Aaron Donald hasn't played in, 3-4 seasons, something like that. I just think that what they're going to be able to produce on the defensive line is just going to be scaring quarterbacks. It's like you could run it up the middle. You got Aaron Donald in your face. You try to go to the outside. Myles Garrett's right there, and you're screwed either way.
absolutely.
And
it was the AFC divisional.
it was a divisional.
It was the divisional. They lost.
We
to
got
Kansas
fact
City
checked.
Chiefs.
We got some
But
fact
you know
check.
what? Myles Garrett has been there.
Well,
He
hey,
hasn't been there often though.
No.
With the Rams, I think as long as he's there, he's going to make the playoffs.
I agree.
That's just a playoff machine over there.
I agree. But on to our next few players we got on this list too. I know you told me you didn't think this was that big of a move.
We about to talk about your boy.
We about to
Moore.
talk about the boy, DJ
DJ
Moore, Mr. the Packer Killer himself. I mean, you were telling me earlier, you said you thought it was just such a surprise the Bears were going to move on from DJ Moore. And I was like,
Yeah.
all the speculation that had gone around is just, I just don't see the same player in DJ Moore I saw with Justin Fields compared to Caleb Williams. But they say they have a great relationship, whatever, great, awesome. It just doesn't show it on the field. And I think that was kind of a tipping point for DJ Moore is the fact that I just don't think the chemistry was there, and I think that the cap space was biting the Bears a little bit, and he just hasn't produced the level that they were paying him to do so. And even in that trade, that contained, let's see, so the Bears had sent a 2026 fifth-round pick and DJ Moore, and they got a 2026 second-round pick in return from the Bills. I mean, I'd say
I mean, that right there alone should tell you what their thoughts on DJ Moore was.
they wanted Josh Allen to get their number one.
They gave him away. I mean, the Bears literally gave him away and gave him a pick.
Well, they got a second-round pick out of him. I mean,
Second-round picks,
but the production
right,
from
they're
DJ Moore, yes, I call him the Packer Killer. He came up clutch. I love DJ Moore.
Absolutely.
But I just don't think if you look at the stats, I mean, you had Rome Odunze, who was battling an injury all season in his, second year, and he still competed stat-wise with DJ Moore. Like, I get it. I do. I was very upset in the moment. Love DJ Moore, but I can understand it too. And for the fact that we got a second-round pick and they took on his contract,
Sure.
I mean, that's a win for the
Now,
Bears.
let's talk about step-ups. Now that DJ Moore's gone out of that role, Luther Burden.
As a betting man, I would put Luther Burden as a high breakout candidate for next season. I mean, you saw Loveland in the second half, you saw Burden in the second half, two breakout candidates. And I think if you get that them in rhythm a little bit quicker into the season. I mean, I think that Luther Burden, Loveland, Adunze if he's healthy, huh?
Lockdown number 2.
You say lockdown number 2 for Loveland?
No, Luther Burden. Is
Oh.
he going to be your number 2?
I don't know. It's up to Adunze. It's up to Adunze. Adunze is the number 1 right now.
On paper.
On paper.
On paper.
I'm
not
just-
impressed with Adunze.
I haven't been impressed either.
As a betting man, disclaim.
Disclaim.
Don't bet.
Do not
As a
get
betting man, Odunze has burned me time and time again. I just feel like they're just not there. I mean, you see these reports of Odunze and Williams all, being close. They're good. They're friends. They're buddies. But it doesn't show on the field.
No.
Odunze, like he said last season, he was injury plagued. I get that. It happens. Trust me, Lions fan. Our defense has been decimated for the last few years. They've always been battling injuries. But again, when's Odunze going to step up, overcome these injuries, and just be the number 1? I want to see solid number 1s in the NFC North.
Yeah.
I mean, Minnesota's got Justin Jefferson, all hands down.
That's the Packers.
We got Amon-Ra St. Brown in Detroit.
That's lockdown.
Packers. Again, another leg
Who's the
injured,
number 1 for
another
the
injury guy.
Packers? I don't
I
even
mean,
think
on
the Packers
paper,
know who it is.
it's yeah. You know what? You're absolutely right. I mean, who is their number 1 right now on paper?
I mean, Christian Watson, they just paid him a bag, but dude hasn't. When's the last time dude played a full season? When's the last time dude got over 700 yards receiving in a season? Couldn't tell you, but he got his bag. He got his bag.
Hey, he got
So respect on
I
that.
mean, they did just part ways with Romeo Dobbs. Romeo
New
Dobbs.
England,
Jalen
yeah.
Reed.
He could. They paid. I think they extended him as well. I believe.
I believe they did. But you know what? The Packers have got to be sick right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't look at that offense as potent as it was.
No.
You
got the whole Josh Jacobs thing going on too.
The only silver lining in that whole organization right now is Mike Parsons.
And he's not even
And if
healthy.
he's going to be healthy, yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's recovering from the ACL tear. I mean, he's a phenomenal player. 9-day difference on that defense. And when you got a great defense, I mean, you don't really have to have a top 10 offense. I mean, look at the Falcons back when they went to the Super Bowl. They had the worst defense in the freaking league. Their offense was outstanding. But, again, defense wins championships. It's been proven.
Yeah, they're secondary.
And that's where the Falcons' downfall was. So now I look at the Packers. They got a strong defense, but their offense just isn't
It's not.
always clicking on also.
Well, their defense is good if healthy. Their offense has the
Sure.
weapons from a tight end standpoint, a running back standpoint, and I mean, yeah, Jordan Love throws the ball around to his different receivers, but they don't have that true number 1 that, I mean, if a team that's going to make a run needs to have. I mean, back to your point about Adunze. Adunze played like a number 1 receiver. I believe that Amon-Ra and Adunze were tied for touchdowns at the beginning of the season. But then Adunze had the injury, of course, and then, obviously fell off from there. But, I mean, I just think that it's a lot of different points, and I don't know why the Packers haven't addressed getting a number 1. I don't know if they're just still feeling out which one of the receivers is going to fit into that role. Obviously, Romeo Dobbs did it because he's now with New England. But, I mean, it's just kind of confusing. It reminds me of God, I'm not blinking on it, but another team that also has kind of the same switch around of a little bit of a runaround with this position groups of not having that true number 1 position. I'll remember it later, but it's fine.
The Broncos.
The Broncos. They got Cortland Sutton, and they got Jalen Waddle.
I was just about to say, Cortland Sutton's been great. But again, that wide receiver room. Well, now that we got Jalen Waddle in the conversation, I mean, he was just sent over from Miami Dolphins.
Yep.
He's going to be a great asset to that offense. I mean, who else do they got? Troy Franklin? I mean, the Broncos, Bo Nix.
He likes Troy Franklin.
He loves Troy Franklin.
He loves him.
Absolutely. I don't blame him. He's great. I love it. I think Bo Nix struggled last year. I mean, before that injury, I honestly think they had a fair shot at the Super Bowl last year. Bo Nix is one of those quarterbacks that just step up. And now that you're giving him more weapons, that defense is already solid. I mean, let's be honest. And that Broncos defense kept him in a lot of those games. Bo Nix, I think he's pretty clutch. I mean, he had that comeback against I can't think of it, but I remember watching this guy I'm not a Broncos fan. I don't watch the AFC games as much as I would like to, right? I'm usually following the NFC and, what's going to benefit us, what's going to benefit them, following all that. And as a collective, I follow all the NFL. But from the games I watched Bo Nix, I'm impressed.
Yeah.
I think when he overcomes this ankle injury that he had in the playoff game, I think they're going to make another run this year. I think we can see a Broncos Super Bowl in the next 3 years. I really do. I mean, if they
Broncos Super Bowl win, because the Bears are going to be up there. They're
what? I didn't say win. I just said I think I could see a Broncos Super Bowl within the next 3 years. Absolutely. Obviously, I pull for the NFC every Super Bowl, even if it is the Bears.
Yeah.
We kind of got you guys' number the last 2 seasons, but you know what?
Enjoy the basement last season. Listen, knock off the dust a little bit. We'll see what Ben Johnson is like in year 2 with Caleb Williams.
Right.
And to your point about Bo Nix and comebacks, I don't know exactly what game you're talking about, but I do know that I believe it was 8 or 9 comeback wins last season for Bo Nix, which also was tied with Caleb Wilson for the most in the NFL.
Yeah.
So, just putting that out there, too, since you're giving such high praise to Mr. Bo Nix. I think you should throw number 18 a little bit up in the mix as well.
It was the Giants.
Oh.
You remember that game?
Dude, I can't even. I know that.
The Broncos came back and won 33-32. They had an 18-point deficit in the fourth quarter.
Oh, yes, that's the one I won that parlay off of.
That was the craziest thing
I watched it.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It is the New York Giants. They are a very loose team when it comes to the fourth quarter, if you will. I mean, look at the lines. I mean, we were trailing that game all game. Jameis Winston was playing like a phenomenal starting quarterback. Right? You know what I mean?
Or the touchdown catch.
Yeah, absolutely. He was scoring he was running Detroit. And then all of a sudden, fourth quarter hit, started going back and forth, and all of a sudden we ended up in overtime, and Jahmyr Gibbs had that long breakaway for that win. So the Giants aren't that impressive of a comeback, but the fact is they are in the NFL. The fact is the Broncos did come back. They didn't give up. Most teams concede. You can just tell when a team's defeated.
That's fair.
The Broncos, I believe, are a competitor. They are a contender, and I personally believe the Chiefs are going to still be not as bad as they were last year. I don't think they're going to win the AFC West again this year, or win the AFC West this year either. I think the Broncos will take it. I think Chargers will take number 2, and I think the Raiders will take 4, but barely. I think Mendoza is going to come out. I feel like these under teams like the New York Giants, not the New York Jets, but the Raiders and the
you don't believe in Geno Smith?
Giants, I believe. No, I do not believe in Geno Smith. I'm sorry. I mean, time and time again, he has not been relevant. I mean, even when he had a powerhouse with the Seahawks. I mean, the Seahawks were not a bad team.
Yeah.
They had no field general.
Yeah.
Geno Smith was not him.
He was good like the first 2 seasons.
He's great.
Right?
If you're stepping, I guess. I don't know. He just doesn't impress me. He's kind of a wash.
Yeah.
I think the Giants and the Broncos are going to impress, and I think the Raiders are going to be one of those teams that could be a hit or miss. And I really do believe it's going to be between the Chargers and the Broncos. But again,
what about Mahomes, the comeback, man? I mean, he suffered the injury last year, and he obviously it was an off year for the Chiefs. They weren't having all those calls on their side.
He got hurt late in the season.
I'm just saying.
You take the rest out of the game. I mean, look what happened.
Hey, I'm just saying.
I don't hate on the Chiefs, but I tell you what, when I don't watch a Chiefs game, I don't know what's going on with Taylor Swift's life. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. I'm so sick and tired of seeing the Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, these State Farm commercials and
you talking about the Taylor Swift Chiefs?
Absolutely.
Taylor Kelsey Chiefs?
I am over that. So
no disrespect to Taylor Swift, of course. But
not at all,
just say it. Just talk from a football perspective here is all.
Yeah, I don't want to watch anything but football. So,
I get you.
You know what I mean? So Chiefs are just a little on my bottom.
No, I get you. No, but we do have two more players to kind of hit on, just the big names of the offseason moves. I know this was one that I brought up to your attention earlier, and you had totally kind of blinked on it because it wasn't one of those really big moves, but it was a really big move.
Dexter Lawrence?
Yes, Dexter Lawrence getting moved for the 10th overall pick to the Bengals. What do you
The
think?
Bengals need a lot of help, right? I mean, losing Trey Hendrickson. I mean,
He didn't play that much last season.
No,
he was
but
their best defensive. Yes, but he was.
I like him.
Injuries. I agree,
like him.
but his
But
age
you know
is
what?
up there. He's injuries. And
He is. I think he'll finish strong with the Ravens. But absolutely agree. I mean, I think Dexter Lawrence is going to be a great addition to that team. Now, the biggest thing with the Bengals, outside of their defense, because their secondary is atrocious. It really. I mean, oh my gosh. I mean, David Montgomery last year just went haywire on that.
that was the game
defensive
you were
front.
at, right?
We went to that game.
Yeah.
Dude, we were passing all over him. We were running all over him. Their defense was just like a water strainer trying to hold water. You know what I mean? It just wasn't there. But their offense, oh my gosh, if Joe Burrow could stay healthy and that offensive line gets bolstered up, which I'm not sure on their moves this year. Are they making big moves on the line?
I haven't seen a whole lot, no.
Well, they need to because that offensive line is a huge miss for them. It has been, even as far back as the Super Bowl run they had a couple years back. But you know what? Joe Burrow needs to stay healthy.
Yeah.
And that's hard to do when you're getting planted every other play.
No, I get it.
I mean,
I get it.
last year he had that toe injury, right? Or was it something else?
I don't know.
Because he had a finger injury that kept him
I
out.
listen. I'm getting. I'm not sure what injuries at what points in time. I know there's been a lot, but
he's been hurt. He's been hurt the last 2 seasons. And you know what? As a fantasy manager, Joe Burrow, you've cooked me twice. I had to ride with Geno Smith because I had Joe Burrow.
Not Geno.
That is why I have such a disgust with
Was
Geno
this
Smith.
Raiders Geno or was this Seahawks?
This was Raiders
Oh,
Geno.
God.
Raiders Geno last year,
Bro,
man.
you should have picked up somebody off the
Who else
waiver
would
wire.
have? Somebody had a 2-quarterback league.
Listen. Hey, I think that maybe you should have just gone for Tyson Bagent because at least you would have had Agent, dude. You should just had him.
No, not at all.
And your points wouldn't have been negative, dude. You would have been fine.
I should have just taken
Geno
Justin Fields part-time.
Geno got sacked more times than I think he threw touchdowns last season.
Yeah, no, he was everywhere. And let me tell you, I will never have another Geno Smith. I will literally leave my quarterback spot empty. I will. I'm that fed up with that, especially on the Jets. I mean, come on.
I get it.
Another guy, Justin Fields,
Hey,
not fantasy
Seth,
conversation.
hey, don't be talking about Justin Fields. JF1 will forever live in my heart for sure.
Absolutely.
Bring him back as a running back.
Absolutely. So yeah, back to you, Dexter Lawrence. Trade, that was big. That was huge for the Bengals. I'm glad for him. I'm happy for him. They might actually be getting something together with that defense. However, we're gonna move on to my favorite.
Oh goodness.
Knuckles himself being traded away to the Texans for
Juice Scruggs. 2026 fourth rounder.
2027 7th round. I, as a business standpoint, love that for the Lions. Me as a fan, I hate it. I know you felt the same way when you guys let him walk.
Yeah.
But I feel emptiness without David Montgomery. I mean, you think of Sonic Knuckles, you think Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery, one of the best duos in the league.
Yeah.
They are. They're one of the best. But David Montgomery's production has went down. He had a couple explosive games still, like he always does. He's a phenomenal RB1 in most teams.
Yeah.
But not the Lions, unfortunately. And when his production went down dramatically, drastic drop in production, he got fed up as a player. And I don't blame him. I mean, did he want out of Detroit? I don't know. Reports are very limited. But out of that, I think David Montgomery deserves a starting role, and he needs to be that guy. And the Texans will give him that opportunity. They got Woody Marks down there. I believe they still have him, right?
Yep.
I mean, Woody Marks, you're great. You're a great player. You had a couple good games. You're a young player. But David Montgomery brings another energy to a team, and he will not go down without fight. You know what I mean? So David Montgomery was a huge loss. From a fan base, I hate seeing it. But you know what? As a business standpoint, I agree. I mean, we need the offensive line. Our offensive line help needed to be addressed. I mean, you've seen we lost Ragnar. We lost a couple key offensive linemen in the last season. And our offensive line dropped out of the top 15.
Yeah.
I mean, it was horrible. It was horrible. Our run game, it was still there, but it wasn't as
well. You got Jahmyr
relevant.
Gibbs.
Absolutely, Jahmyr Gibbs is phenomenal.
Yeah.
You put him behind a great line. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
He's lights
No,
out.
for sure.
Number one,
for sure.
right?
For sure.
Now I like it. I like because Brad Holmes is living by his word.
Yeah.
Building from the draft. And how do you get to build from the draft? Grab all these draft picks.
Yeah, but I mean, also, I get building from the draft. I understand, and I think it's worked for you guys. But also, it's also comes into the free agent acquisitions.
Yes.
It's making the trades, which the Lions are kind of staying away from, and I think that might be a little bit of why you guys came up short necessarily. But even kind of your point about what he marched to, I remember I read a report earlier today. David Montgomery's not even going to be the running back one for the Texans. They're going to 50-50. 50-50.
He's great with 50-50, though. I mean, look at Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery.
Well, hopefully they'll.
They're each going to have their big game.
Yeah, but
I think before, week 4, they're going to realize David Montgomery is just that much of a workhorse, and he's still got a lot in the tank. He's young. He's not as old. I mean, he's older, for a running back. He's not that 23-year-old anymore. But you know what? David Montgomery's got a lot to prove. He's got a lot in the tank. And I think he's going to overcome that 50-50. He's going to be a dominant carrying running back.
Yeah.
And with that Texans team, they are on the up and up. I mean, C.J. Stroud, he's been stumbling. He's been making playoffs, though. He's been making the playoffs. He's been performing.
They're in a division.
He's definitely in a watered-down division. But you know what?
Bro.
You know what? They still impress me, and I feel like they are just a couple pieces away from finishing games. I mean, they've blown games. They have. I mean, who has?
Their defense kept in the game.
Their defense was amazing.
I think that the thing is just talking about the tech. It's C.J. Stroud. He had his great season. That's awesome. But it's just been a downward spiral from C.J. Stroud.
I mean, I disagree. I mean, C.J. Stroud. You remember when he came in the league? He was that airing out quarterback.
Yes.
He was phenomenal. I think if you put more pieces around him, let me ask you this. Do you think C.J. Stroud is a system quarterback?
I just think that C.J. Stroud had his one little time in the sun, and I think it's over because if you talk about pieces, he still does. I mean, yes, okay, the whole thing with Tank Dell, that was his favorite target, and Tank Dell hasn't been healthy. But then you also, look at number 12 and Nico Collins, who's just balling out every season. And you can't say that there's no weapons around him. They had Joe Mixon, and
I am not saying there's no weapons around him.
I just think he needs more weapons.
He needs more.
Then he's
healthy,
a system quarterback.
He needs more healthy, readily available pieces.
So
they've been injury play. I mean, Nico Collins kept getting concussions last year. Don't mark me on that, but 2 concussions kept him out for how many games?
Yeah, he did deal with some injuries last season. Yeah.
And I've been seeing that a lot lately. I get it, safety protocols. But you take away Nico Collins, who's the receiver room? So, David Montgomery is a great asset. But as far as an airing out game, who do you really have?
I'm trying to think of some other receivers.
You know what I mean? They're just not as relevant. And Texas fans could be watching this and they could be like, oh, this guy's just dogging on the Texans because he don't know ball or whatever. And you know what? I'm going to be honest. The Texans aren't as relevant as they need to be.
No.
We don't, being up north, you just don't watch Texans games. We're not from Texas. We're not affiliated. So unless there's explosive, everybody knows Nico Collins.
Yeah.
Given he is a Michigan boy. I get it. But take away Nico Collins, that receiver room is decimated. They're good. They're all in the NFL. They're all great. They're in the top 1%. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever it is. But you have these running backs in to make defenses a little more honest on these run attacks. Maybe you will help those underdeveloped or just coming up in the league receivers to develop more into a number 2 or number 1 role.
Yeah. No, I
think development's huge.
I get you.
A run game will allow that. for
more of a run game. Yeah.
Loud, absolutely. Look at the Lions. We had a perfectly well balanced offense 2 years ago, and look where it got us. But like you said, building from the draft 100% is not the way to go.
No.
You need to acquire veteran presence. You need to acquire key pieces in the off seasons or trade deadlines. That's just how it is.
That's how you look at the Rams.
You have to. We are such a close-knit group. We only seem to ever lose players. We gain some players, and people are going to be like, oh, well, we got this, such and such. I get it. But with the amount of players we lose talent-wise, opposed to the teams that are gaining these great players but not releasing all these other good, decent players. I mean, I don't know. I think we need to be more aggressive on the trade deadlines.
I get you.
I mean, Detroit as a whole right now, trade deadlines are a nightmare for us. I mean, I'm not going to get too far into it, but the Red Wings, oh my gosh. Dude, last year we were crying. Oh my gosh.
It's okay, buddy.
I'm not even going to go there, but I'm just telling you, if we attack the trade deadline a little more.
Patrick Kane.
Justin Falk was great, but we needed more. We needed more there. And, of course, March is a nightmare for the Red Wings. But you know what? Back to football.
I get you.
Detroit as a whole needs to attack trades a lot more.
And actually, actually off that point, I did want to kind of round us out with just hitting on the offseason for just the Bears and the Lions. Because, I mean, we obviously hit on the big one was, them moving on from David Montgomery. That was probably the biggest one. I know you guys lost some other pieces here and there, too. Of course, Tyrion Arnold, but we'll let you talk about that one, about your little feelings about that. But for the Bears, from my standpoint, I gotta say, when I found out that Ryan Poles, Ben Johnson's idea for the offseason was to become younger, become faster, I was like, oh, who are they gonna bring back with all these expiring contracts? Obviously DJ Moore was a big part. But then we move on from guys like Tremaine Edmonds, Nashawn Wright, Pro Bowler, Kevin Byard, Pro Bowler. Who else did we lose? We lost Drew Dahlman. He retired.
Who just went over the Steelers?
Oh, Jaquan Brisker. Jaquan Brisker.
Older, but still productive.
I mean, he was, and I've told you this before. Brisker, fan favorite of mine for sure. I love the way that he played the safety position as he's ready to just go blow up anybody, regardless of their size, whatever. But he was a little unfortunate in pass coverage. That was his kind of downfall, and I think that didn't fall into the Bears' plans. Like another guy would be like, a guy we only had for like half the season, and C.J. Gardner-Johnson. I didn't like the pickup just because what he brought to the locker room, but he kept it together for what we needed him to be and whatever. But no, I think the Bears did, just what they wanted to do, and drafting Dylan Thiemann in the first round at the safety position. He's a fast guy, young guy, get him some starting reps. Partnered with their new other safety and Kobe Bryant from the Seahawks. Like that pickup as well. I know we got some other linebackers that we kind of re-signed, like DeMarco Jackson. He's all right.
You got a good punt returner.
Oh, Khalif Raymond, we got him too.
Ben Johnson likes him. No, I liked him as a fan. I mean, he wasn't ever that, I can't even say that. He was a game changer in some games. I'm telling you, he's a great punt returner, great special teamer, and great third.
No, I like it.
I get why we parted ways with him and why we didn't resign him. I mean, you had some losses, we had some losses. I mean, look, the Lions are going in a direction. Many of us don't really see that direction yet, but we let Anzalone go. We didn't want to put the money into
the Bucks.
Alex Anzalone went down to the Bucks. He wasn't a part of the plan. Montgomery, he was gone. We're not attacking these contracts, and we're trying to trade to bolster up the trenches. And I get that. I mean, we just signed DJ Wanham from the Panthers.
Okay.
Yeah, Wanham's, I believe he just got a 1-year deal worth up to what? So $6 million to bolster up the defensive pass
cheaper
rush.
sign.
Yeah, you know what? He is cheap, and I looked into that guy. He's great. He's not bad. Okay. He's not no Aiden Hutchinson. No, but you know what? No. We got Cade Mays as the center. I think last year our center question mark was horrible. I mean, it was horrible. I mean, I was so excited about the that rumor of Frank Ragnow coming back, and then he came back and he came out of retirement, failed the physical. That was heartbreak because Glasgow was not a center. He's not. He did what he had to do, but he just wasn't it. So Cade May is going to be a great pickup, and then we have Isaiah Pacheco to fill in that second running back
Montgomery.
spot. Yeah. I mean, and he knows his role. That's what I love about Isaiah Pacheco. When he is on the field and he's running, he's a fun running back to watch. He will get that extra yard, and he knows his role.
Yeah.
He is not a selfish ball player. He's all about it. He's a team player first.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a pissed off running back.
He is.
He runs pissed off. He's so unorthodox. He doesn't look like a running back.
But he's
But
also
you know
one of
what?
those guys that dealt with the injuries. That's why
Absolutely.
Kansas City kind of moved away from him.
Absolutely, and I agree, but it's because of how he runs. He just runs like he doesn't care. Every run could be his last, and that's his mindset.
That's true.
And he runs like it is, and he runs like it is his last.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think that'll be a great compliment for Jameer Gibbs. I don't see Pacheco going crazy, but I honestly think that second spot is going to be taken care of by Isaiah Pacheco.
That's fair.
And then, of course, we re-signed Teddy Bridgewater to a backup deal again. And, Juice Scruggs. I'm excited for him. He's going to bolster up that line. I think with the talent we're getting on that line, I think our offensive line is going to be taken care of for a couple years.
Yeah.
I really do. I mean, take care of that line, take care of that ball, run that ball.
I mean, the Bears kind of in a similar situation as well. I mean, we lost our Pro Bowl center and Drew Dahlman 1 year into a contract, early retirement, and then we go ahead and the next day we go trade for the Patriots starting center in Garrett Bradbury. I mean, a great addition, and then we go and draft a center as well, which what I'm hearing out of, just speculation right now is that rookie may take over that starting spot over the veteran of Bradbury. See how it works out. I mean, whoever fits in the best and able to protect, obviously Caleb Williams is going to be the best option going forward. But, I think that the Bears are in kind of a good spot. And I know the biggest thing that I've always wanted them to address, especially over the last 3 years, is when is the experiment going to end at pass rush? The Austin Booker, yes, he keeps getting better and better and better, and he's young. But it's been 3 seasons, and we're still seeing the Bears have, lackluster pass rush. Montez Sweat obviously can only do so much. He's getting up there older. Kind of like similar with you guys when you guys, lost Hutchinson. You guys signed Smith to a contract, kind of filling the shoes, and just haven't been able to. Either one of our teams haven't been able to complement, a better pass rusher in Hutchinson, Montez Sweat. And obviously, there's other positions to fill up, but it feels like that's one of them that we can kind of have in common of maybe an addition that both of our teams may need to fill up.
Yes, absolutely agree. I mean, like I said, this is season's about to kick off. We're almost to August. We're a month away, a little over a month. Preseason's about to kick off in August. I think it's going to be a fun little month here. So
Okay.
we got the OTAs and all that.
Yeah, no, it's going to be exciting for sure. But
I think so.
No, but with that being said, I think that's going to round us out for our first episode of Jungle Boys. We will release YouTube podcasts weekly, also clips via YouTube and TikTok, TikTok and Instagram during the week. But we haven't decided on quite a day where we're going to get into a rhythm of releasing the full podcast. But if you guys did like rocking out some sports talk with us, feel free to drop a follow. I'll list, of course, our usernames below in the video. But, until next time, Jungle Boys out.
That's right. Take it easy.
Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. We got